Okay, so yeah, another studio video. This will be fun. Um, Today I'll be teaching you how to export the Moon Animator camera option. So if I head into my Moon Animator, there's a great tutorial by the creator on YouTube, so you can learn how to use it. I've already made an animation, so this is the animation on here. If I just hide it and I'll play it, as you can see, the camera locks in place and then it moves direction. And this is possible for the camera option just here. Now, let's say we wanted this cutscene to actually play when we export the animation. So whenever you actually export the animation by pressing 5 on your keyboard, where is it? There it is. You will find these two things here. This is an animation object, and this is a camera object or folder. So what you want to do is you want to take your camera object. It will be the dummy name and it will be underscore camera. Take this and then you just put it into, wait no, it's not the dummy name, it's the animation name. You put it either in workspace, replicated storage, anywhere where the client can access. The client is the player. It's like even Star Player works. I'll put it in workspace since it's better. And now that we've got it in workspace, we can just leave that there. So now we can export this animation by right clicking it, clicking to save to Roblox, and going through the animation process. Just remove the little underscore dummy part and you can submit it. If it doesn't work, retry it. But once you've done submitting it, underneath its name and just above successfully submitted, there'll be a little ID number. And what you want to do is you want to click on there's these two little square things right next to it. You click on that and it should say ID copied. And now you can just close that down. If for some reason you accidentally closed it, you can open the toolbox in view, head to, in view, head to toolbox, and then head to these four little squares, and head to my animations, like that. And then the most recent one, you just right click that and do copy asset ID, like that. Now we can begin on the actual scripting point. Now the script is very, very simple. Essentially, there are two types of these animations. There's the what you call it, gameplay animations, which I think is just where it's a actual like cutscene for the game, right? It only happens for who you want it to happen to, which for instance would be the player. Okay. Now, if you want to do a gameplay cutscene, just head to camera, head to reference part, and then select the reference part to the dummy's humanoid part by heading to Explorer, finding the dummy, and then finding the humanoid part, and then just click Select Selection as Reference and click OK. Now that you've done that, we can actually begin on the scripting. I don't use scripts for these videos because I'm too lazy to write. Anyway, so we want to head to Starter Player Scripts, I think it is, and add a local script. I'm just going to call this cutscene or cutscene handler. Cutscene handler, like that. And okay, now we're just going to do. Okay, so and I'll leave a link to a developer forum post, which explains all of this, and I'll also leave a Pastebin link to the gameplay cutscene. If you want to learn more, I highly recommend check out the developer post one or whatever, because that will teach you a lot more than just listening to me blathering about scripts and stuff. So we're gonna head to the gameplay cutscenes. Well, actually, first I'll head to the simple cutscenes, and I'm just gonna copy some code and just paste it in. You'd probably do the same, so I'll leave a link to the code you need to paste in. Now, you need to change this stuff. First of all, you need to change the cinematics folder variable. Currently it's nil, it'll just say path to your folder. You change this to where you put your folder. For me, it was in workspace. So I'll do game.workspace, which is bad practice, you should probably just use workspace, .animation_camera. Well, that's what it's called for me. You'll probably maybe rename it. So yeah, once you've done that, you can change another line. So if you're doing a gameplay cutscene, you need to change a line to another one. So whatever your reference part is, it should be the humanoid root part. You will change. Okay, where is it at? Give me a second. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? There it is. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah. All right, here we go. On line 21 or whatever line where it says camera.cframe equals needed frame.value, you would just change this to camera.cframe equals character.humanoid.cframe multiplied by needed frame.value. So you'd change the humanoid root part to whatever your reference part is. Just use humanoid root part. It's common practice, and to be honest, it's probably just better since it's an actual part. But now that you've done that, we can call this function, because it is a function, of course. So what I'm just going to do a wait 5, and then I'm just going to do cinematic, or whatever the function name is, which will be up here. Now we can test this out, so I'm just going to close. Yep, and now we can test this. So if we click on play, and this should hopefully work. Remember, this will only play for the player. If you were to change it into a simple cutscene, it will play for every player. Alright, so there you go. As you can see, it plays the camera. But one small problem. The animation doesn't play. Now, obviously, if you were actually animating it properly, the camera would probably be better, but the animation doesn't play. That's our current problem. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a few variables up here, where the character and all that is. So we're going to do local animator equals character, wait for child, humanoid. We're getting the humanoid object and we're waiting for it because it might not be there yet. So we're going to wait a few seconds, and if it's still not there, then it will give us an error and we'll know. So now that we've done that, we can do wait for child again and do animator. Now this is what we use to load animations. Originally, you would load animations on the humanoid. Loading them just means they're ready and you can use them at any time. But it got deprecated, meaning that you no longer use it, humanoid load animation, because it can cause errors and it's just bad practice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create an animation inside of the script. So hit a little plus icon and just find it. And just type up in the little search bar animation. Now, where it says animation ID, you need to get the ID of the animation that you're going to use. Okay? Obviously, it will probably be the latest one that you made. So you find that, you get its ID. If you don't know how to get its ID, then go back the video, or just head to Toolbox, Animation, right click, and copy Asset ID. Now we just put it inside the animation ID, and once we've done that, it will automatically set itself to the RBX Asset ID. Once we've done that, we can create another variable for animation. Local animation equals script wait for child, and then animation, like that. So now that I've done that, we can load these animations. So just before the cinematic plays, we're going to do you can do it wherever, as long as it's not in the scope of the function. You just do animator load animation, like that. It will not know what you're talking about until you put the brackets in, because it just doesn't know what you're talking about. It doesn't exist yet. But once you put the brackets in, it will be like, so it's probably a function that's going to be created later or something. So yeah, once you do that, you just you do an animation, and that should be you, I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so yeah, now that you've done that, you do animator. Actually, no, you do what is it to load animations again? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, hang on. Oh no, it's animation play, like that, with the brackets, and this should hopefully work now. If it doesn't, I'll fix it with something, I don't know. Alright, so just wait. Probably should reduce the weight. Oh, play is not a valid member of animation. Alright, well that's an error. And play is not a valid member of animation. Okay. So animation equals script colon wait for child animation. Okay. I make cuts into the video, so you know once I figure out this error. So yeah, I'll just be on mute for now. Okay, I'm back. If the video did not cut for some reason, then I'll be having a word with myself about my editing skills. Anyway, yeah, I got it working. It was just we forgot to do a few things. Right. First of all, we need to add an animation track variable. So we just do local anim track equals animator colon load animation animation. Alright, so we're getting a variable for the animator, and then we're getting a variable for the animation, and then we're going to load, and then we're going to get a variable where we load the animation onto the animator, and then we do anim track colon play. You do not do animation colon play, you need to do anim track colon play. My bad, might sound confusing, but just copy the script, or I don't know, type up loading animations or something. So yeah, fix that. Another thing we need to do is so if you want it to play on the actual dummy, well, actually, I want it to play on the dummy. So what I'm gonna do for this is I am just going to what you call it? Alright. I go in the humanoid. I'm just gonna add a animator like that. That's all. And then we can change a few of these variables. So for this animator, use game.workspace dot dummy colon wait for child humanoid colon wait for child animator. So that should hopefully work now, and it should play on the dummy. Now, obviously, if you want it to play on the player, you'll make the animation play for the player and all that. But I'm not going to get into those details. You can mess around with this. It took a while to explain. Alright, so it works. It works. It's just really weird. Don't worry about it though. Your animation will probably be a lot better than mine, since I did make that in like 20 seconds. So it's going to be really bad. And hopefully it works for you a little better than me. And so hopefully you don't make the same mistakes. Well, probably not. But yeah, that's just loading animations. There wasn't really a video on it, it was more of an article, so I just kind of wanted to make one, since it was kind of bugging me that I hadn't been uploading that much recently. I know I just uploaded like, I don't know, a couple of days ago, but yeah. That's really all the rest of the video, and yeah, if you enjoyed it, that would be good. If you have any problems, just, I don't know, tell me in the comments or something, and yeah.